Right now, I look like I'm in a kids' TV show.
Hey guys, this is Clarissa. Welcome to Teen Choice Favorite. Hey guys, this is Clarissa. Welcome to the Mickey Mouse house.
Anyway, hello everybody. Today I'm going to be doing my piercing history / Q&A. Okay guys, so let's go from the beginning back in time. So the first piercing that I ever had was obviously my ears. Now my mum took me to get my ears pierced when I was probably about 6 years old. We went to just some beautician place. My ears didn't take to them, unfortunately. They got a little bit infected. I think I was slightly allergic to it, I don't know, whatever. So I didn't have my ears pierced for a very long time. Quite a few years later I went to Claire's Accessories and got them done again, and they were absolutely fine. So that was my first ever piercing ever, was my ears. Then I'm pretty sure the next one that I got was one up here. I think it was this one on my ear, that bit, and Jesus Christ, that hurts so much. I got that one done first, and then the next time I decided to get two done because there was an offer and you could get like two cheaper than just having like one. So I got those done, and I remember just going, "You bastard!" like that, because it hurt so much. But I had those ones done purely because I could get away with it at school. Just before we finished school, so when I was 16, 2 weeks before we broke up in year 11, I got my nose pierced, and that was kind of like, haha, we've only got 2 weeks left, fuck you, you can't make me take it out because we've got 2 weeks left. The teachers by that point, they really didn't care. They were just like looking forward to booting us out of the door pretty much. So I got my nose pierced with a stud, and it was fab. And the next two piercings that I got were probably my least favourite, and I don't know why I did it because I absolutely despise those piercings these days. And that was, I got this pierced and I got this pierced, but I got this one pierced first. Funny story about that, I got this pierced, and about a few days after I got it pierced, because the belt they put in is quite long, because obviously your lip swells, you need space for it to kind of move. But I was eating something, I was eating my dinner, and I bit it really hard, the bar, because it was poking backwards, and I actually chipped my tooth. So half of this tooth here is actually fake because I had to go to the dentist and get it repaired. But I didn't actually manage to get it repaired for like probably about 3 or 4 days. So I was going to college with a huge snaggle tooth, and all my friends thought it was really cool. They said I need to keep it like that because it makes me look like I've got more character. My dentist did a very good job because you can't actually tell at all that it isn't real unless you shine a torch behind my teeth, then you can see it. And then I used to shoot like yogurt and water out of it. The hole, just put it out. The next one I got done was my Monroe piercing, I think it's called. The one up here. I mean, I took that one out and then I got that one done. And yeah, probably wasn't my most proudest piercing that I've ever had. You know, it didn't really hurt. That didn't really hurt either. I looked foul, I must admit. I don't know why I had it done at all. Anyway, but I had it done. I had it done. One of the reasons why I think it was that one done actually, was a boyfriend split up with me, and it was like I needed to do something to rebel. After being really wise and taking those ones out, I hadn't had any piercing for a very long time. These ones are actually gone now. They fell out at different periods of time, and I just didn't even realise. I also stretched my ears. So I know it's not a piercing, it's a modification, but I stretched my ears. I stretched the first ear up to 12. Also at various different times in my teens, I did pierce up the side of my ear there. I did that myself with ice and a needle and a brand new earring. Stupid teenager. I wouldn't actually say I was stupid, I'd probably still do it again now. I was always clean about it, but yeah, but since then I stretched my ears. I've got really the space for those holes now. Yeah, I stretched my ears. I started doing one I got one up to 12, and then I left it a while, and then I did the other one because I then decided I wanted a pair. So now I have 14mm ears. And then the last piercing that I've got, and the most recent one, which I got I think last September, was my septum piercing. Now I was shatterbrick when I went in to get my septum done because I hadn't been pierced in a very long time. Yeah, but it was absolutely fine. I didn't really feel it. It was the eye watering afterwards and the sort of maintenance that was a bit of a pain in the butt. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to answer your questions regarding piercings, which I put on Twitter. I just hashtagged AskAnders, and I'm going to answer your questions. Let's go. How many piercings do you have? Now in total I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Which of your piercings is your favourite? Probably my nose. My nose has always been my favourite one. I feel like if I was to remove one, it would probably be my septum and just leave the normal nose one. I just think the nose is cool. How much did your septum hurt to get done? I'm looking to get mine, but not sure as of yet. Not to worry about pain, to be honest. Well, Oliver. Hi, Oliver. I know Oliver. I didn't think it hurt that much, to be honest. It was more the anticipation that was kind of scary for me. I didn't really notice it that much. They put a clamp on it, and that's quite distracting. And they're normally really, really fast. Because I get my piercings done at a place called Indigo in Norwich. So they're so good at it, and they do the normal thing like breathe in and breathe out, and because you're so thinking about like that, you kind of just over before you know it. They're so good. Have you previously not liked one of your piercings? Yeah, that has to be the one here and that one. I like this one more at the time. This one, I don't know, I thought it looked really cool, but looking back I think, do you have any do's and don'ts for piercings from past experiences? Just do exactly as your piercer tells you and keep it in for the amount of time they tell you, alright? Because getting an infection or ruining your face or whatever is not worth the impatience of wanting to change the jewellery. If they say you gotta leave it in for 6 weeks, leave it in for 6 weeks. If it's 3 months, 3 months. Do it. Hey Helen, is getting the bridge of your nose pierced as painful as everyone makes it out to be? Well, I've never had it pierced, so I wouldn't know. Which piercings are harder to care for? I think your nose ones are quite annoying. Like trying to get a cotton bud or whatever up your nose to clean the inside of it and not cause too much harm. With your mouth, you can just cotton bud the outside and then swill around some salty water. I think your nose is just an awkward place. Unless you got your bum hole pierced or your fanny, that would be really, really annoying to look after. So, what one piercing do you think is absolutely grim? Well, I just mentioned it. Probably your clitoris or your bell end. It's just, I just can't. What happens if you're getting it on and you're really, really going for it and you're drunk and you're just, you know, fuck the world, you're having the most passionate night of your life and then it rips. No, just can't. What piercing hurt the most to get? Is up here, the cartilage bit, ouchie. Ooh. Do you have any tips for someone getting their first piercing? Just be cool, man. Have something sugary before you go in. Make sure you've eaten. Just be calm. I once took my friend Nathan to get something pierced. What was it? What did he get pierced? He got his lip pierced and he was a little bit nervous. I don't think he'd eaten in the morning and he fainted. And I didn't realise he was fainting. I just thought he'd fallen into the wall and was being stupid. This was after he was pierced. We were just in the waiting room still. And the receptionist guy ran out and went, he's fainted. And I was like, oh fuck, I didn't even notice. And I had to run to the shop and get him some fruit pastels just to bump up his sugar levels. Are you planning to get any more piercings? No, not really. I don't think I would. If I was gonna get anything, I'd maybe get the top of my ear pierced. I was thinking about getting that little bit in your ear pierced, but I'm not actually that bothered at the moment. I'm quite happy with what I've got. Do you consider any piercings too far? I probably consider the genital ones too far. I just don't get that. I'm sorry if any of you guys have got your bits pierced. I personally just don't get it. I think you can over pierce yourself. Maybe I'm just getting old and not as cool, but I think it gets to a point where you're just like, mate, you have got too much on your face. Opinions on dermal piercings, and would you ever get one? I don't think I could. That makes me cringe. The thought of like flesh. So yeah, thanks for your little questions, guys. If you ever want to ask me anything, then head on to my Twitter and just ask away. Yeah, thanks for watching everyone. I hope that was useful and I will see you soon. Bye.